welcome to the video. So in this video I'm going to be showing you a little tour of where I'm currently doing my internship. So it's at a television studio and I'm just gonna kind of take you through crib style. So welcome to the video. So here we start with our nice boardroom. We sit here and drink coffees all morning. I'm kidding, we don't do that. So we sit here with clients and we go over pitches for TV shows, and we use that big television screen to do so. Super nice, comfortable boardroom, nice big windows. This is the first place that my boss Frank took me to kind of go over what he does, and we kind of spent a whole morning going over all the TV shows that he produces and kind of what to look forward to, what they will entail. And yeah, so this is basically the boardroom. And it has these nice, really big sliding doors. I just think they're so pretty. Oh, I forgot to show the washrooms. Washroom 1, washroom 2, closet, vending machine. Okay. Some offices. This nice big kitchen, lunch space. Although I feel like nobody really spends a lot of time in here. I come here to eat and everyone's like rushing in and out really quick, and I'm just like kind of watching all the action happen. I like that on the big TV screen you can see what's happening in the studios. So it's always nice to see kind of what everyone's up to. So this is the lunchroom. Editing suite. Another editing suite. What would you say this is?
That's the master rack room with it, everything gets recorded on, and the servers.
So after we're done taping a show, we come in here and we click a couple buttons and pull up the tape, right? Tape, yeah. And put it on the computer. Office. Some printers, cabinet space. Frank's beautiful office. Yeah, show it off, Frank, show it off. Again, nice big windows. Nice space. Some more office space. And then this nice control room. I like that they have the gaming chairs. Really gives the gaming feel to the game show HUD, which I will take you into that studio. Who sits up here? The director?
Producer sits back here.
Producer. This is audio?
Audio.
Nice. I like how it's its own little space. More editing suites, I guess. Workspace. This little setup's cool. I guess they do their streaming here. I like how they have the hanging mics. Really good setup. Nice and comfortable. Homey feel for sure. The little audio mixer, mic, streaming camera. And then we have a little hair and makeup section for lovely ladies are doing right now for HUD. So yeah, that's that. Then we have dressing rooms. Dressing room 1, dressing room 2. I haven't actually even been in here. So there's like a, you know, tissues, a table, garbage. The steamer's in the next room. So our guests come in here and talent to change before the show. And then we come into this beautiful room, which is where we spend a good amount of our time. This is Studio 2. So as you can see, we have the big green backdrop, so we can play around with different virtual sets. And we have our guests sit in these high chairs. Then we have our 3 robotic cameras that are set up. So is it 1, 2, 3? No, yeah, 1, 2, 3. We have the LED light panels, monitors. We have our mics kind of hidden down here. We have a lot of our guests store their like water bottles or like little things that they might even show kind of back here. when I'm vlogging and stuff like that, I set up my camera on the sides or kind of wherever I feel like it's appropriate for what video clip I'm trying to film, so that's fun. And then we come into our control room, which we call the TriCaster, and we basically call it the TriCaster because that's the system we work with. So we have all the switching buttons, the audio. Is this like another section I should be referring to?
Yeah, it's a robotic camera system there.
So this is what you use to control the camera?
That's what we use to control the camera, and that's the TriCaster right there.
So as you can see, it says Lemonade Car Show, which is one of the shows produced with the backdrop. So instead of the green, we have the virtual background, and then you see, is that the table?
Yep, it hasn't keyed out yet. But.
Okay, and then the chair behind it. And then I usually sit back here, especially in the beginning phase, to kind of watch what Frank is doing, and Awesome does the audio, so I kind of just, I'm in their shadows, seeing what they're up to, and learning from afar, and then eventually I make my way up there to get a little bit more hands-on with the equipment, which is cool. I take a little bit of behind the scenes from back here. Yeah, it's a good space. It gets hot a little quick, so you need breaks when we're taking breaks in between shows. And we make our way down the hallway. That's an emergency exit, which Frank just told me about today. I thought he was hiding something secret there. And then we make our way to Studio 2, which is this beautiful, huge space where there is a game show called HUD that is being filmed in here. They have a really nice set design. As you can tell, they have stairs leading all the way up. They have cameras everywhere. Good amount of props. I really like the SWAD lighting that they have on that brick wall. Is this actual brick?
Nope, full brick.
It looks real, but it's not. That is their little counter setup. Their teleprompters. Props.
Yep, storage.
And there's like a random unicorn head just like hanging out. Did you see that? Interesting. Nice Josie chairs. Yeah, so this space is super cool. And Frank said that there was another set behind that curtain.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can't see it, it's dark.
Is that for a different show?
Different show on TV.
What's that one called?
On TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's that. More gaming chairs. Shoulder mount. Hanging out. What's in here? Storage?
That'll be a future control room, so
Oh.
it's not much there, but
Future control room. Now we make our way into the space that we spend the most time for sure. So we have Frank's little space here. Even though he has his office at the front, he tends to work back here a lot currently. So this is where I go when I have questions and have to confirm certain things. This is where the editor, Michael, spends most of his time editing all of the shows and the content for Frank. And then this wall, we were just talking about earlier, that it's supposed to be a whiteboard originally, but we're using chart paper instead. So it just helps keep us on track in regards to making sure that in post-production we're editing the right shows and for the right time frames and dates, I guess. What's in here?
just storage stuff. Not much. This room is still a work in progress.
Yes.
To be renovated in
Tell the
next week.
tapes on the walls. Yeah, so we have this little tabletop here, and well, one of the chairs that we use for when we're filming in that green room. And then my little space, which I call little, but it's actually quite big. If you give me a big desk, I'll use all of the space. So I have, you know, the typical intern stuff, the coffee runs. And then we have my kind of setup and what I'm currently working on. So I was editing a little thumbnail for Natasha's Lips, Tips, and Great Flips, which is one of the shows that Frank produces. So that's Natasha with her guest, Veronica. And yeah, so I spend most of my time at this big table. I don't know why I said little. And soon this will be under construction, and they're going to have 6 reading suites.
6 voiceover edit suites.
Cool. So this is no longer going to be a thing. I don't know where we're going, but show you then. And then we make our way into this big echoey room. These nice podcast mics. There are mobiles up in through that doorway. But currently, the one that we want to tour is in Vancouver, shooting for a soccer league, Premier Soccer League. So we're gonna wait to show you that one. Here I am standing in the mobile garage, and I'm standing next to the biggest and newest 4K mobile truck that we have here in their fleet. We have about 6 mobile trucks, and they're used for sporting events like soccer, hockey, basketball, you name it, and then big entertainment events like concerts. So I'm gonna take you guys up for a tour. Like, this railing's gonna fall down. So here I am on the front deck, and we have a few different roles going on here. So we have the switcher, the director, the producer, and the PA or assistant director. And the director tells the switcher through the incoming feeds of what he wants to see up going live on screen. So when he communicates, the switcher is clicking away at the buttons that he needs to obviously click to get that up on the screen. And then we have the producer that kind of oversees everything. And then the PA's role is to make sure that the timing is on track, we're going to commercials on time, and things like that. So behind the front deck, we have the back deck, and this section here is where all graphics are done. So we have 1 to 2 people doing it depending on the production. And they control everything from the lower thirds, name keys, to the scores on the screen. So that is all done at this deck. So on this side of the back deck, we have the replay, playback, and slow motion stuff going on. So the director will have these options to choose from on what he thought was the best angle of that playback, and he'll quickly choose which one's going up on the screen live to television. So that's pretty cool. And the system they use is EBS. Now I'm sitting in the audio booth, and this is where all the audio mixing occurs. So you hear everything from the special effects sounds, so like a puck going into the net, swoosh basketball going into the hoop, the host microphones, and the music. So this is the brains behind everything that goes on in the truck. So it's where the engineering all happens. So if something goes wrong, you'll usually find an engineer trying to fix a patch or something. So this is where the video shading happens. So this is everything you see, usually 1 to 2 people, changing the iris and the colors of what you see on the screen at home. And yeah, that's basically it. That's the tour. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a comment down below, give it a thumbs up, and see you later.